Hey everybody, Brock Frady here, helping you enjoy your ride. In today's video, I'm going to bring you several compelling reasons why you need a Ford F-150 in your life. And the specific truck that I'm using for this video is an STX F-150 with a Coyote 5-liter V8 engine, and it's two-wheel drive. It's got the gigantic cab, a short bed, and a 13,000-pound tow capacity. But we're going to go over many more reasons than that as to why you need one of these jokers in your life. But before we get started, I would like to say a huge thank you to Impex Auto Sales in Greensboro, North Carolina for the opportunity to film this beautiful truck. I'll be sure to leave all of Impex Auto Sales contact information in the description box below. Reason number one, Coyote. This is a 5-liter Coyote V8. It delivers 400 horsepower and 410 pound-foot of torque. This thing has fantastic acceleration, big tow capacity, and that classic V8 exhaust note that I absolutely love that you don't hear very often nowadays because everything is turbocharged. Speaking of turbocharged, the reliability on this thing is actually going to be better because it is a naturally aspirated V8 with a solid reputation for durability and ease of maintenance compared to those turbocharged alternatives. Another little bonus is that this thing can use E85 flex fuel. It can run on that E85 ethanol fuel, and that can sometimes be cheaper than regular gas. Number two, although I wish they would throw in an easy drop down bed in this thing. I mean, I know it's not a Lariat, but man, throw in that easy drop bed because that tailgate is heavy. This thing has a tow capacity of 13,000 pounds when it's properly equipped because of that big 5-liter V8, and that makes it a great option for hauling all those boats and trailers and RVs that you're going to want to pull with this joker. The payload capacity, and that's how much you can fit into this bed, is 3,325 pounds, and that makes it super versatile for work and recreation. The STX Sport package, I really actually like this appearance package because this STX trim, it gives you those 20-inch wheels, which are just super cool looking. A blacked out grille. I like the aggressive looking blacked out grille. Body colored bumpers. So the bumpers are silver or whatever the color of the truck is to match, to make it have a nice clean look. And this is actually a nicer trim than the base XL trim. It's not quite the XLT, but that's because you have all the cool features that you want as far as the appearance is concerned without having to pay for the other things that you don't necessarily want. Next is the interior. This thing comes with a massive screen right here that's super easy to use. It comes with Ford's system that is beautifully brilliant called Sync 4 that throws in Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, gives you a ton of modern conveniences without having to pay the higher cost of the trims that you don't want to pay for. If you don't need 4-wheel drive, then this is the perfect truck for you. A lot of people live in climates where there's not a ton of snow or inclement weather. Therefore, you don't need to have 4-wheel drive. Or if you're not going to be going off-road, you don't need 4-wheel drive. And that's going to contribute to a lower maintenance cost because there's fewer things to service, fewer drivetrain components to service. Also, you're going to get a little better fuel economy with 2-wheel drive than you will with a 4-wheel drive configuration. Although this thing, I've been getting about 9 miles per gallon, but supposedly it's going to get about 17 miles per gallon in the city. So, you know, that's not too bad for a vehicle of this size with the capabilities that this thing has as far as payload and tow capacity. So that's pretty good. Next is a beautiful, durable 10-speed automatic transmission. The shifting in this thing, I've been driving it for a couple of days now, and the shifting is wonderful. It has that, again, like I mentioned, that beautiful V8 exhaust note, but when it shifts clean, it's nice and smooth, no problems at all. And the transmission, I did a little bit of research. It has been tested and utilized and used and beaten up extensively throughout Ford's truck lineup, which kind of proves its durability. As you know, there are more F-150s on the road than there are stars in the sky, so I would say this transmission has been pretty well tested. A few years ago, Ford made a huge deal about the aluminum alloy body for strength and efficiency, and that has actually proven itself true. Ford says it uses a high-strength military-grade aluminum alloy body, and that makes the truck lighter, makes it stronger than its steel-bodied competitors, which is going to improve fuel economy and performance. The lighter weight also enhances steering and braking. Now this next one is about ride comfort and the fact that the cabin is massive. As you all may know, I'm over 6 feet tall, and here, I'm sitting in the back seat, and look at how much room I have for my head. That is tremendous. You could fit 3 full-size men back here with no problems at all. Plenty of comfort. You've got vents down here in the back of the center console. You have charging outlets right here as well. And look at just how much room there is. This is a tremendous, tremendous amount of room, and that is going to contribute to ride comfort and how long you can ride in this thing and not be uncomfortable and not need to stop and take breaks and stuff a lot. Another beautiful thing that I noticed about this truck, and it's got big tires on it. It's a big full-size pickup truck, but one of the other things that I noticed is just how quiet the cabin is. Ford does a lot as far as sound dampening is concerned to make the ride quality just superior. It feels like you're riding in a luxury vehicle from the aspect of the ride quality and the cabin quietness. Then you have that little bit of throaty, deep V8, sound exhaust note that you have coming into the cabin. It's just beautiful. It's not this whiny tin can 4-cylinder turbocharged thing that it seems like all trucks have nowadays. But anyways, this just the overall cabin is just huge, but it feels just super nice inside. The next one is going to be kind of a practicality, ease of use type of situation. You have a big old thing right here, and this is part of a package to where you can come back here and you can plug it in. It's just like an outlet, so there's like an extension cord outlet right there. You also have this good usable tie down system that Ford has, a little bit of storage right here. Then you have a space right here where you can put C-clamps, and this is just like when you're at a construction work site. Speaking of being at a work site, if you need to get into the truck and use it for an office space, you have a cool little trick right here. There is a button here, you fold that out, and then that converts back into a huge desk, and this is nice and big to where you can use it to do work. So that's a kind of a practical, handy dandy type of feature right there. By the way, this truck, price is a big consideration when you're looking at a truck, any type of vehicle. This one has an MSRP just barely over $50,000. That is a lot of money, but relative to other trucks out there and relative just to what car prices are nowadays, that's actually affordable. So here are my final thoughts on why this truck makes sense for you. It's powerful. It has a tow capacity of 13,000 pounds. You can get over 3,000 pounds in the bed. It's reliable. There's just zillions of these things on the road, and Ford's done a really good job of making sure that they are reliable. Reliable also because there's not a lot of turbocharged type parts. It's just a standard Coyote V8, and everybody knows how to work on those things. It's a full-size truck. If you have a big work crew or big family that you need to haul around in this thing, this is going to do the job because it's massive inside. The STX package looks good. It doesn't look like a standard, work truck that somebody from Napa would be driving parts around dealerships to. This actually looks like a dressed up version of a good looking truck. And finally, it has a ton of modern technology. All the safety features. It has the Ford Co-Pilot 360 safety features like pre-collision system, lane keeping, rear view camera, automatic high beams. So this thing is pretty well loaded whenever you consider the fact that the STX model is just a notch above a base model and it's only 50 grand, man, this is going to be a hard one to beat whenever you're comparing it to Chevy, Dodge, Toyota, or any of those. I think this one should be at the top of your list in the running of trucks to consider. Let me know what you think in the comments section below about the Ford F-150 STX two-wheel drive with the Coyote V8. That's going to do it for this look. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. But remember, the most important thing of all, have a wonderful day, everybody.